Today, we're taking a deeper look at 8 butter brands in the UK that deserve far more scrutiny than they currently get. Most people trust the label on the front of a pack, assuming it tells the full story. But in today's food industry, labels often hide more than they reveal. Heart disease is still the leading cause of death in the UK, yet many companies continue to profit by selling products that look wholesome while relying on cheap ingredients and clever marketing. Terms like pure, natural, and traditional have become sales tools, not signs of quality. A closer look at some of the biggest brands shows a pattern. Real dairy is slowly being pushed aside in favor of refined oils, fillers, and glossy packaging designed to make shoppers feel safe. But the truth behind the wrappers tells a different story. 1. Utterly Butterly. Utterly Butterly is the cheerful, colourful counterpart to I can't believe it's not butter. The branding feels playful and rural, but the recipe tells another story. It's largely made from rapeseed, sunflower and palm oils, blended with buttermilk powder and additives to mimic a dairy product. Though it's far cheaper to produce than real butter, the retail price sits surprisingly close to genuine dairy products. The farm-style imagery suggests tradition, yet the brand belongs to a Canadian multinational, just like Country Life. Over time, spreads like this reshaped how many households think butter should look and feel. What was once an occasional substitute quietly became normal, despite being more industrial than agricultural. 2. Lurpak. Lurpak was once held up as the gold standard of European butter. For years, it represented simplicity: cream, milk, salt. But over time, that simplicity has been diluted. The spreadable version most families buy today is only about 2/3 actual butter. The rest is rapeseed oil, water, and salt. The iconic silver wrapper and Scandinavian branding suggest tradition, but the recipe no longer reflects the image. During the cost of living crisis in 2022, Lurpak became a symbol of inflated food prices. Some supermarkets put security tags on the packs as the price approached £6. At the same time, the product shrank from 250 to 200 grams. Shoppers paid more while receiving less, and most never realized the change had happened. For decades, the public was told that seed oils were healthier than butter. Yet heart disease remains the top killer. The issue was never the dairy itself. Butter was simply more expensive to produce, while oils extended shelf life and increased profits. Behind Lurpak's premium branding is a simple equation: cheaper ingredients, higher margins. 3. Kerrygold. Kerrygold built its global identity on Ireland's reputation for lush pastures and grass-fed cows. For years, it was seen as one of the purest butters available. But in 2023, reports surfaced alleging that PFAS chemicals were detected in the brand's foil wrappers. These forever chemicals have been linked to hormone disruption, fertility issues, and various health risks. Some US states even pulled the product from shelves until the packaging was redesigned. Kerrygold's spreadable version includes added rapeseed oil and coloring agents to maintain a consistent golden hue. What appears natural is actually controlled and enhanced behind the scenes. Although the company acted quickly to address the packaging concerns, the damage to its reputation was significant. When a brand markets itself on purity, even small discoveries create big cracks in public trust. 4. Anchor. Anchor built its reputation on New Zealand's dairy heritage, green fields, grass-fed cows, and thick cream. But the UK product no longer resembles the butter that earned the brand its trusted image. The spreadable version is about half butter and half rapeseed oil. The taste becomes flatter, the texture softer, and the authenticity fades. In 2019, Anchor pushed the boundaries further with a squeezable product that turned out to be mostly oil. Consumers mocked it online, and it quietly disappeared. But it revealed a bigger truth. The brand was shifting from natural dairy towards engineered products designed for convenience and cheaper production. Despite the wholesome branding, many blind taste tests described the spread as greasy or lacking real butter richness. Yet the price continues to climb, proving that nostalgic packaging can make customers overlook what they're actually buying. 5. Country Life. Country Life leaned heavily on British identity. Its ads were filled with countryside imagery and patriotic pride. But while the solid block version still uses real dairy, the spreadable product most people keep in their fridges is only partly butter. The rest is oil and water, ingredients that reduce cost but change the nature of the product entirely. Back in 2008, the brand had to recall spreadable tubs across the country after pieces of plastic turned up in the product due to machinery damage. And although the packaging still displays the Union Jack, the brand hasn't been British-owned since 2019. Profits go to a Canadian corporation, while customers are encouraged to believe they're supporting local farms. This combination of patriotic imagery and cost-cutting ingredients shows how easily branding can overshadow reality. 6. Waitrose Essential Butter. Waitrose built its name on trust. For many shoppers, it was the one supermarket where quality seemed guaranteed. That reputation took a hit in 2024 when blocks of essential Waitrose salted butter were recalled after customers found fragments of blue cloth and plastic embedded in the product. The Food Standards Agency issued an immediate warning because the contamination posed a choking risk. Butter is supposed to be one of the most straightforward foods on the shelf. Cream goes into a churn and butter comes out. Yet even a premium retailer failed to prevent foreign materials from reaching consumers. The incident showed how fragile trust can be, even for a brand built on reliability. 7. Flora. Flora was once promoted as the spread that could protect your heart. The message was everywhere. Plant oils good, butter bad. But decades later, heart disease numbers haven't improved. People have begun questioning whether the switch away from real dairy ever made sense. Flora's formula has changed repeatedly. Some versions were vegan, later versions were not. Sometimes the brand removed palm oil, only to bring it back hidden behind vague, feel-good language. These changes weren't always clearly advertised, creating risks for consumers with allergies. Environmental groups have also accused Flora's parent company of greenwashing. The packaging leans heavily on green colors, leaves, and slogans about nature, yet the tubs often contain palm oil, stabilizers, and processed additives used to replicate the flavor of butter. It's a long way from the simple, healthy image many shoppers assume. 8. I can't believe it's not butter. This product has never been butter, and it doesn't pretend to be. It's an oil-based spread created to look and taste similar to the real thing. The formula includes vegetable oils, water, emulsifiers, flavorings, and no dairy fats at all. For years, the brand played into the belief that replacing butter with seed oils was healthier. But as research evolves and heart disease remains widespread, those claims feel increasingly outdated. The recipe has changed multiple times, swinging between vegan and non-vegan, which has caused confusion and sometimes posed risks for people with allergies. Palm oil is still a core ingredient. Despite sustainability messaging on the wrapper, its environmental impact remains a major concern. What you get isn't a natural product. It's a manufactured spread, carefully shaped to resemble one. The bigger picture. 100 years ago, butter was one of the simplest foods you could buy. Cream, churned until it thickened. No additives, no colorants, no hidden oils. But as corporations realized how profitable seed oils and long shelf lives could be, they gradually reframed butter as unhealthy and oils as superior. The narrative stuck, even though the health results never supported it. In 2020, Public Health England found that only about half of tested butter samples met satisfactory microbiological standards. More recently, research from a Nordic food lab showed that butter can oxidize and become unstable during transport when exposed to light and air. Consumers are rarely told any of this. People are losing trust, not because butter is dangerous, but because marketing has drifted so far from reality. Shoppers are tired of patriotic flags hiding foreign ownership. Tired of labels that say natural while the ingredient list says otherwise. Tired of paying premium prices for watered-down products. The simplest solution may also be the oldest one. Buy cream from local farms. Support producers who still make butter the traditional way. Or even churn your own at home. When the ingredient list is short, the truth is clearer. And if big brands can't guarantee purity, at least you can control what you put in your own kitchen.